quarter of Group 3. And my topic is all about popular culture and national uniformities. My table of contents. Number 1 is introduction. Number 2 is natural globalization. Number 3, popular food and drink. Number 4, popular music and dance. And lastly, art and history. So, let's proceed to the introduction. I'm not going to read this one, but I explain it na lang. So, in the early 20th century, rural America was divided into various regional cultural landscapes, with eastern and midwestern areas being distinct from the rest. However, the flow of people to cities shifted due to family farming and community. Immigrants, economics challenges, and technological advancements accelerated this change. In the early 21st century saw the rise of motion pictures, radio, and social media, transforming American culture into fragmented. Next is popular culture. Popular culture refers to the shared beliefs, practices, and artifacts that emerge from everyday life and gain widespread acceptance within a society. It includes elements like music, fashion, slang, entertainment, and trends that are embraced by a large portion of the population. In the other words, popular culture is like the things everyone is into, like catchy songs or viral memes. It's what people widely enjoy and share, and creating a common interests. Example, a trendy TikTok dance move or a famous K-pop movies becomes part of popular culture when many people know and love it. Next is national uniformities. Uniformities are the commonalities or shared characteristics within a nation that contribute to a sense of unity and identity among its people. This can be expressed through language, traditions, symbols, and values that are collectively recognized and embraced by a specific country. So, national uniformities is the stuff that makes a country like one big team because they are having or sharing a common tradition, language, and holidays. For example, a country's flag, language, and holidays are national uniformities because they make people connected and proud to be part of the same nation. So, next is cultural globalization. It refers to the fusion of ideas, values, and ways of life, as well as the creation of global conscience through technology, communication mediums, and transformation. The globalization also popular culture is in the rapid diffusion of brands, styles of clothing, food and drinks, movies and television shows, and music. So, my explanation about cultural globalization um, is when ideas, customs, and cultural elements spread and mix across different parts of the world. It happens through things like international trade, technology, and media, connecting people from diverse cultures. Then the next one is popular food and drink. Fast food restaurant or corporate owned use a standardized logo, building design and menu across cultural and political borders. So, the best example of the popular food and drink is the The popularity of Starbucks has expanded its coffee house chain globally, and the spread of American fast food chains globally like McDonald's showcases a cultural globalization as these cultural elements become widely embraced beyond their places of region. So, the next one is the location of pizza parlors of a single nation chain. So, I'm going to explain this location or this map location. So, the map location of pizza parlors from a single national chain would show the geographical distribution of their outlets across a particular country. This distribution reflects the chain's business strategy targeting specific regions or cities. For example, a pizza chain might have more location in urban areas due to higher population density, and the map would display the concentration and spread of the pizza parlors across the country. The next one is popular music and dance. In popular music and dance, geography still matters. Differences in regional tastes and heart regions for innovation are evident. Music is symbolically expressive of the experiences and emotion of people with particular geographic and group identities. So, my explanation about popular music and dance is very across different regions, reflecting local cultures and preferences. They serve as expression of identity and it is influenced by the tradition and lifestyle of a specific geographic area. Example, in Latin America, salsa music and dance are popular, representing the vibrant culture of the region. The rhythmic beats and lively movements of salsa originated in Cuba and spread throughout Latin American countries, becoming a distinctive part of their culture identity. Salsa, or here in the Philippines it's called ballroom. That's the famous dance here in the Philippines. So the next picture, as you can see, it is a zip code and microbreweries. So from the world from the word micro, it means small. However, the concept of microbreweries generally refers to small, independent breweries that produce limited quantities of beer. In 2002, craft beer movement was gaining momentum with microbreweries emphasizing quality, flavor, and traditional brewing methods. Then let's proceed to the hip hop undergoes globalization and localization. Hip hop culture emerged in the Bronx borough of New York City in 1970s during a devastation caused by the Cross Bronx Expressway, middle class migration and job losses. DJs at dance clubs and street parties began rapping, a style influenced by funk, rock, and disco music. Hip hop culture includes rap music and break dancing, incorporating West African and Jamaican influences and contemporary expressions of older forms of music. So, I will explain both the globalization of hip hop and localization of hip hop. So let's start with globalization of hip hop. Is originating in the Bronx, New York, has evolved into a global phenomenon. As part of globalization, hip hop culture has transcended geographical boundaries, spreading its influence worldwide. And while globalization of hip hop is simultaneously, hip hop undergoes globalization, a blending of global and local influences in various regions. Artists infuse hip hop with local flavors, addressing unique social issues and incorporating culture elements specific to their communities. So I have here a example. A K-pop Korean or Korean pop music. Korean artists have embraced hip hop elements, incorporating them into K-pop music, fashion, dance, while influencing by global hip hop trends. K-pop adds a distinct local touch, creating a unique fusion that resonates not only in Korea but also internationally. So let's proceed to the birds of feather or lifestyle segmentation. Geodemographic analysis is marketing application that helps business like Starbucks and McDonald's decide where to open new outlets, determine the right design theme, and understand why some store constantly outperform others. It suggests that people's lifestyles are influenced by their location, and using GIS data, it helps predict consumer behavior and preferences. Then the next one is shotguns and pickups. So shotguns often refers to a particular house design known as shotgun house. Example: New Orleans is known for its shotgun houses. Pickups in geography can refer to pickup trucks, which are versatile vehicles commonly used in various geographic settings. Example: in rural areas of the United States, pickup trucks are frequently used for agricultural purposes. So the next one is young degenerate. The term young degenerate refers to a demographic group characterized by their young age, digital literacy, and engagement with technology. This group is often associated with urban environments, and it's known for its active participation in the digital economy and information-based industries. Then the next po is multicultural mosaic. A multicultural mosaic signifies a society where different cultures, ethnicities, and traditions exist side by side, contributing to the overall cultural richness. Example: Canada is often cited as a multicultural mosaic in Canada because in the Canadian cities, people from various cultural backgrounds maintain their traditions, language, and practices while living together harmoniously. And the next one is blue blood states. Blue blood states are often characterized by historical significance, grand architecture, and extensive grounds. Example: the historic castle in Europe that has been owned by a noble family for centuries could be considered a blue blood state. And let's proceed to reactions against globalized popular culture. Globalization of popular culture generates counter-reaction, with some people resenting it, others rejecting it, and some governments controlling it. Countries like Canada Iran, Singapore, and China impose content requirements, while others restrict Western programming. Some governments impose internet surveillance and censorship, while others impose partial censorship. Critics argue that Western values, norms, and excesses such as advertising, media, and sports force alien values on other societies, such as materialism, violence, self-indulgence, and sexual promiscuity. Then next is culture regions. Popular culture expression vary geographically and socially, with areas like sports and food and drink preferences exhibiting regional variation. For example, Brazil is a hotbed for a soccer, Dominican Republic for baseball and baseball, and Canada dominates hockey production. Studies and maps of these regional differences are crucial for marketers to demonstrate ongoing regional contrasts and commonalities in popular culture. And my explanation here in culture region is in anthropology and geography, a culture area, cultural region, and cultural sphere or culture area refers to a geography with one relative homogeneous human activity or complex of activities. Such as activities are often associated with an ethno-linguistic group and with the ter- terri- territory it inhabits. So, the next one is cultural landscapes. Culture significantly influences the environment, shaping it into a human habitat. The cultural landscape is a blend of nature and culture, offering evidence of human environment interactions. Landscapes such as farms, gardens, and shopping malls provide insights into a culture's attitudes, priorities, and way of life, while some landscapes are designed to communicate messages. Others can be read and interpreted. For example, a cemetery can reveal a culture's approach to death, while a derelict trailer park can reveal a society's approach to economic inequality. Geography student develops vocabulary and skills to understand and the landscape and its messages. Then, let's move to geography and citizenship. So, monuments and memorials. Monuments and memorials play a crucial role in shaping a people's cultural identity and transmitting understanding to future generations. In the United States, public spaces, monuments, and historic sites represent the Civil War, Native American and African American slave treatment, and the Holocaust. Berlin, Germany, was the center of many tumultuous and destructive events in 20th century history. For decades, Berliners have worked to build landscape of remembrance in the city's fabric, such as the topography of terror site and metal palaces, listing the dates and number of Jews who were deported to concentration camps during the Soviet era. Communist leaders revol- rebuilt city centers to reflect their ideas and show their power. So, the example of monument and memorial here is, as you can see, is the Martin Luther Memorial in Washington. So, next is land survey system. In the North America's distinct landscapes are influenced by different land survey systems, such as the checkerboard fields of the Midwest, narrow fields of southern Quebec, and irregular shaped fields of the Atlantic seaboard. In a capitalist system, land division is necessary for agricultural and urban development. The English established land division policies in the Atlantic seaboard colonies, using the metes and bounds system to describe property boundaries. This led to boundary uncertainty and lengthy description of proper boundaries. Then, the next one is settlement pattern. So, as you can see here, there's a picture and shows the patterns of the streets and blocks. So, the special pattern of street blocks and lots significantly influences the feel and social life of urban settlements. Long lot system encouraged the alignment of closely spaced farmstead along river or road frontage, while meets and bounds and rectangular survey system produce the dispersed pattern of isolated farmstead. This arrangement is conditioned with the block pattern of land survey, homesteading tradition, and regular pattern of rural road. Other survey systems allow for different culturally rooted settlement choices, such as nucleated agriculture villages and fragmented farms in New England, Mormon settlement, Spanish American Southwest, and autoplan religious communities. The next is houses. Houses are crucial cultural expression and visible features of the cultural landscapes. French geographer Jean, Jean Brunis referred to houses as a central fact of human geography. Houses fulfill basic and higher level human needs, including shelters, safety, belonging, self-esteem, and self-actualization through design, colors, and decor. So, this picture is examples of vernacular house. So, a vernacular house refers to a type of dwelling that is characteristic of particular region, community, or cultural group. So, um, ano daw po is, ang vernacular houses are not designed by professional architects, but are instead influenced by practical needs, climates, and available resource of the area. So, as you can see naman po sa pictures na like kung ano lang yung mga nasa surroundings nila na like pwede mapakinabangan or pwede siyang magamit to build a house like this one. So, kapag ka nag-build ka ng vernacular house is you don't need na hired of like mga architects because you can create your own design naman. So that's it. So the next one is hearts and diffusion schemes. The architectural contrast in the United States and Canada, due to diverse ethnic and geographic origin of immigrants and environmental conditions, have led to the development or settlement hearts. These hearts reflects the creator's origin, troubles, adaptation, and retentions of customs. As farming system change, old farm structures are replaced with trendy contemporary ones. Folk house styles can be traced to four source regions on the Atlantic coast: northern, middle Atlantic, southern coastal, and Mississippi Delta. So, the northern hearts the North face harsh winters and American timber availability, unlike northwestern Europe. French settlement in the St. Lawrence Valley shaped the cultural landscape, introducing common house types based on Western France style in French Canada. Then, the Middle Atlantic hearts, the the Delaware Valley, and Chesapeake Bay were significant sites for vernacular architecture in North America, influencing house styles like the log cabin, 4 over 4 house, and the one and I house. This style were later adopted in Appalachia and the Trans-Appalachian interior, forming the basis of row houses in major cities. So the Southern Hearts, the American South experienced a new mix of ethnic and cultural influences and the hot and humid climate, leading to a new style of vernacular housing. The Southern coastal heart along the southwestern Atlantic coast of South Carolina and Georgia adapted to the harsh climate, with the Charleston single house and the southern coastal stream spreading its influence into the upland south. The next is the interior and western hearts. Immigrant groups in the interior and North American West developed new house styles due to climate extremes and building materials. Celine initially built sod. These strong low-cost housing techniques and owed less to Eastern American architectural tradition than to standardized materials. So, let's proceed to national housing styles. So, national housing styles refers to architectural design and construction practices that are distinctive to a particular country. The next is building styles around the world. House builders worldwide have unique traditions and styles, with Scandinavian countries preferring wood houses while Britain dominates with brick row houses. Middle class builders have borrowed style from other countries, creating suburban communities. However, the international style influenced by Western styles, modern architecture, and engineering design standard is less common in large buildings. This is the style uses industrial materials like glass, steel, and concrete, reducing the use of local stone or wood. The next is landscapes of consumption. Example here is the shopping mall. So, the shopping malls is the landscapes of consumption refers to areas shaped by human activities centered around the consumption of goods and services. Shopping malls are prime example of these landscapes, representing spaces designed for commercial activities and consumer interaction. And then the last one is the heritage landscapes. Landscapes refers to areas that hold cultural, historical, or national significance and are recognized and preserved for their importance. These landscapes embody the tangible and intangible aspects of communities' heritage, contributing to a sense of identity and continuity. Herit- heritage landscapes play a crucial role in the field of geography by preserving and interpreting the connection between people and their environment, fostering an understanding of the past and contributing to sustainable cultural and national conservation. And I thank you. That's all.